Yo, avant de commencer, voici les 3 codes qui vous permettront d'obtenir 300 primogèmes ainsi que d'autres sources. Vous pouvez les rentrer sur le site de Youverse ou bien directement dans votre jeu quand vous cliquez dans la rubrique compte. Ils sont aussi dans la description. Bonne vidéo à vous. Nouveau perso qui sort pas cette mage, mais voilà.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right, then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chiori Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chiori Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know,
Attends,
a little more extravagant, maybe?
C'est la boutique de Chiori?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay!
J'espère qu'on pourra rentrer.
As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chiori Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Camera operator.
Ok, c'est le trailer.
That can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it?
The fuck. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters
Jure, Xavier.
weren't in the shots. Positions, everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the
Ils font un spot de pub, non?
Commander-in-Chief,
C'est quoi ce...
Executive Director, and Boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there!
Bon, Navia, un plaisir. Ça y est, un géo.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
Oh, le déchaînement de fou. Le plus beau déchaînement du jeu. Tout simplement.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Oh, Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras, go over your positions.
Oh, let's go!
Everybody, get the
Elle est trop stylée, Chiori.
Actors, choose
Xavier,
your
le goat.
position. Lights, camera.
Hype pour Xavier et Chiori.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident!
Oh, le ST, what the fuck? Ils aiment trop faire des trucs d'upstep en ce moment.
Drop your weapons! Justice will prevail!
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
Il est stylé en vrai le trailer, hein.
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevras?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Bon bah Yoimi est morte. Navré.
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people.
Stylé,
I
hein.
mean, the good kind of waves.
Bon après c'est une mage où il y a rien quoi. Ouais, on a déjà le code. C'est une mage où il y a rien mais... C'est stylé ce qu'ils ont fait. Est-ce que c'est bien ça le code? D5 LVT M6V, ouais c'est ça. Hein. Teivat est un film de Xavier. Bah, c'est sûrement ça. Hein. C'était le nom qui apparaissait en premier, hein. C'est le réalisateur. Hein. Merci pour tout Xavier. Bon du coup, Chiori est bien stylé. J'aime beaucoup son flow. Je pense que ce sera une 4 stars. Je pense que ce sera la top 3 des plus beaux 4 stars du jeu. Voilà, j'ai déjà dit ce qu'il y avait à dire. En concurrence avec Eizo, Andice et Sarah. Donc en fait 4.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevras.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great.
En vrai,
So actually,
ça
we have a
fait
tradition on the
genre
program
3 ans que je fais ça.
where we all get to sing everyone a little
J'ai l'impression de voir tout le temps le même live Annonce.
Okay,
C'est tout le
nice
temps la même
try.
chose. Genre
I've
vraiment
seen
le-
the special programs
l'exact
before.
même chose.
Sing a song. We can sing a, like a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chiori Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3,
Ah bah oui, c'est
we
complètement
also wanted
scripté.
to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
Même les intonations de voix, c'est tout le temps les mêmes
Yeah.
quoi.
And speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Shavras will be our new playable characters.
Yay!
Bon, ils vont montrer les gameplays.
I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest.
Le code, le premier code c'est ça.
Who is Shavras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shavras before in their voice lines, but Shavras will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chiori Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all,
Ouais, c'est ça,
Navia's
c'est
clothing
pour
was
c'est une
designed by
pub pour la
Chiori
boutique de
herself.
Chiori, non?
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chiori Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by
Chiori la
fashion
goutte.
show, we mean her character showcase.
Ok.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands.
Ah, vraiment stylé Navia. Hein. Le design le plus abouti de Fontaine. Hein. Les
This
termes sont
one's
là.
got your name on it. A proper send-up.
Oh, le déchaînement de fou furieux. Trop bien.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly
Oh, les
Chiori
couleurs ici,
customized
quand même.
Navia's clothes and
Trop beau.
accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice.
Ouais.
It's elegant
On
and
dit qu'il y a une arme dans
fierce
son
all at
parapluie
once.
quoi.
Just like
Et
Navia
ça c'est la
herself.
compétence. Hein.
Exactly.
Et c'est le gros du
Even when
gameplay
it
de
comes to
Navia.
her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette. So
Voilà, elle
she
tape, c'est les
prefers to
autos.
maintain appropriate distance
En
while
vrai,
in
vous
combat.
pourrez les utiliser parce qu'elle a une
While
infusion
using
géo.
her elemental skill, Navia opens
Après sa
her
compétence, là, comme il le montre.
and fires multiple Rosula shard
Vous voyez, il y a des
shots that
stacks à
can
côté.
pass through opponents, dealing
Et les
geo
stacks,
damage upon
ça
a
permet de faire plus de
successful
dégâts
strike.
sur la compétence.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little
Voilà, donc
markings
elle fait des
around her
cristallisations,
that
elle ramasse
look
ça,
like
ça lui donne des
bullets.
stacks.
I wonder if
Ensuite,
that's some sort of ammo for the
Elle peut les stacker 2 fois ces stacks. Vous voyez que là, il y a...
Yes, you
ils
guessed
étaient
it.
surlignés.
When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume
s'appelle les
these
shrapnel, là.
charges after unleashing her elemental skill.
Pour le coup, c'est allemand.
Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallized reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula
Le burst, c'est trop beau.
Salute, which
Ça lui donne
unleashes
aussi
a
des stacks.
massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically
confonds avec les
dealing
schnapps,
geo-elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorada Salute.
Du coup, ça donne des
Now
stacks
that
aussi et ça applique du
salute
géo.
is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a
Faut
way
savoir
to
que sa compétence, elle en a
celebrate
2
future
charges
success.
aussi.
And
Dès
don't
la C0.
misunderstand, you guys. It's not an
Non,
intimidation
le gameplay est
tactic
trop bien.
at all.
Oh, okay.
Ma voix est pas très forte.
Yeah, I guess that's just the
baisser
Spina's
un peu le
way
son
of
du live,
showing
hein.
respect. in their own
Voilà.
way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina
Alors ça, c'est des
Tirosula,
optis. Ah non,
Navia
ok,
is
c'est
always
passif.
trying to
Je
collect
croyais que
the
c'était des
latest
optis.
intel by exploring all
Ouais,
corners
plusieurs
of
récompenses à
Fontaine.
Fontaine, bon,
When
m'en
Navia is
fous.
dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine,
Par contre, c'est les nouvelles
rewards
interfaces.
gained will be increased.
Okay,
Mais ils vont en parler plus
we
tard, je
just
pense.
mentioned that Navia is the
Il y aura
president
sa
of the
quête.
Spina Tirosula.
Bon, après la quête de
So,
Navia,
I think we should bring
vas-y,
up
dans la
Spina's
quête d'Archon,
contributions
on
to
a vu
averting
25 fois
Fontaine's
Navia.
prophesized crisis. I
Mais
mean,
bon.
it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild
On va
Poisson.
spoiler un peu la quête.
Though repairing
Gentiment.
the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Ugh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevreuse to be
Ouais,
in the
un peu galéré le truc, mais
Okay, I know that since
crois que
she's
c'était
a
pour faire comme
newcomer,
un-
you probably
les vieux
can't
films.
wait to learn more about her. So let's get
Alors
right
elle, elle
into
est un
it.
peu broken
Okay.
aussi avec des constelles. Même sans constelle, elle est
How
forte.
should I introduce her? First off, Chevreuse is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good cause, so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some
Oui, il faut
sort
genre
of
que ce soit
trouble.
des quêtes.
but-
Oui, oui, bon, c'est pour meubler quoi.
As long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to
So
worry.
excited.
Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the
Voilà,
best
chevreuse.
snack.
Petit
They're
bouffe.
easy to carry with you
En
and come
légende.
with so many sauces.
Pour le gameplay à la lance, vous l'utiliserez pas globalement. Pour la plupart. Le gameplay, c'est compétences déchaînement quoi. Elle soigne. Et
What?
Elle booste.
That was so fire.
les pyros et les électros.
And I'm not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevreus's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains
Élément,
more
elle est
than
pyro,
any other
lancière
member
pyro.
of the special patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow.
Elle va être
she's
efficace
got
dans
some
beaucoup de teams. Vous
willpower.
pouvez la jouer avec
That
tous les
is
pyros, tous les
awesome.
électros
She's really
globalement.
admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol
Minuto,
used to have
non, pas
problems
vraiment.
with insubordination, but ever since Chevreuse took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example.
C'est vrai que ça fait beaucoup de lanciers pyro. Quelle lance pour chevreuse? Favonius ou alors Pampinoir, ce genre de choses. Ou alors offensive. Des trucs au cri dégâts écrits pour taper quoi. Genre un Oma par exemple.
She must be a pretty good shot.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners.
Donc là les autos on s'en
They're
fout.
inseparable.
Normalement vous en servirez pas sauf si vous jouez offensivement avec elle en DPS, mais vous ne serez pas nombreux à faire ça. La compétence ça génère des particules, c'est sympa. Et je crois que c'est ça qui applique un soin, ouais c'est ça. Le beurre ça fait pas mal de dégâts. Et est-ce que c'est ça qui... Attends non.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a
Ça c'est la
special
compétence
type
qui
of
tape,
ammo?
qui soigne.
That's right. Le
déchaînement, ça tape et ça applique juste des surcharges. Je crois que c'est ça.
Holding Chevrus's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE.
C'est en gros, elle réduit la résistance électro et pyro quand il y a une surcharge. Mais il faut que des pyros et des électros dans la team.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Chevrus actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was
Bah, sinon, elle booste les
reading a
dégâts
novel where the
pyro-électro de manière
protagonist
générale.
believed that names held a lot of power.
En fonction de
If
ses
you give
PV.
something a cool sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies.
Donc plus vous avez de PV, plus vous soignez et vous boostez. Ouais, elle génère beaucoup de particules. Le perso sera très fort. En plus, ses constelles, ça peut lui permettre de spam sa compétence. Elle peut la faire jusqu'à 3 fois.
If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevrus could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevrus isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it.
Ouais, ce qui est un peu chiant, c'est que bah, elle va être sur la bannière de Raiden et de Belidya, chevreuse. Donc si vous voulez pas les persos, c'est chaud d'en avoir quoi, pour l'instant.
So when Chevrus is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Elle fait comme Kaya et Kazuha pour le passif. Ça évite de consommer trop d'endurance quand vous courez. Raiden chevreuse de Naïda Bennett, non, il faut que des pyros et des électros pour vraiment faire fonctionner le perso pleinement. Après tu peux quand même le faire, mais...
The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh my gosh. In the first half of version 4.3, travelers
Ok, donc voilà, les bannières sont confirmées. Navia et Ayaka. Vraiment, il n'y a pas de surprise. Tranquillou. L'arme est trop belle. Et Raiden Belidya, pareil. C'était quasiment confirmé.
During this time, Chevrus will also receive a huge drop rate boost. Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
Maintenant, on va bientôt avoir les leaks des prochaines bannières. Dans une semaine, ça va venir. Il y a les artés. Donc le set de Navia qui est intéressant que pour Navia, en 4 pièces. En 2 pièces, il est bien, mais c'est un 2 pièces attaque quoi. Et l'autre, c'est bien pour les healers, c'est bénef, mais c'est pas une dinguerie, a priori. Genre sur Charlotte, c'est bien.
The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chiori Boutique and will return shortly.
Ok, encore un code. C'est un peu un speedrun, mais c'est normal. On n'a pas grand chose à dire sur cette mage. Hop, le voilà. Mince. Donc ouais, c'est pas un donjon qui est très intéressant à farmer. Là, je peux un peu plus parler vu que je parle pas en même temps. Donc Chevreuse, c'est un très bon perso pour les teams électro-pyro. Vous pouvez la jouer ailleurs si vous voulez, mais c'est surtout là-dedans qu'elle est spécialisée. Donc vu que là, elle est sur la bannière Raiden et Yoi, il y aura Sarah aussi. Donc vous pouvez faire Raiden, Chevreuse, Bennett, Sarah, c'est hyper fort. Yoi, Chevreuse, Bennett et... un électro genre Fischl par exemple, ou Beidou pour un peu plus de survie, une cookie, bref, vous avez plein de trucs. Un nouveau assistant Navia, ouais c'est la vie hein. On a tous un poste pour être remplacé. La première team, Raiden, Sarah, Bennett, Chevreuse, ce sera une très très forte team. Chiant sur les petits ennemis, mais très fort sur les boss.
Welcome back everyone. So,
alors, l'Evans. Déjà, truc bizarre ici. J'ai un petit peu baissé le son. Il y a une arme ici qui est offerte. Le passif scale en fonction des quêtes que vous avez faites avec les mélusines. Voilà. Mais c'est une bonne arme, c'est une clé mort qui donne de la recharge et de l'attaque. Ça, c'est les matériaux de raffinement pour l'arme.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool!
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chiori Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest.
En tout cas, ils introduisent de ouf Chiori avec sa boutique. J'espère qu'on pourra rentrer dans la boutique, sinon c'est de la douille. Il parle de la boutique de Chiori pendant 3 ans.
Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the
C'est un festival de cinéma, en
and
gros.
eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
C'est très français, ça.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting!
Et par contre, est-ce qu'ils vont faire des
The
décos?
Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year.
Festival du
And
Cannes,
during
ouais,
this
bah de toute
time,
façon, il y a
the
plein de
public
festivals
may
du cinéma
submit
en
films
France.
for
Moi, il y en a en Angoulême,
evaluation.
d'ailleurs.
The entry with the highest score will be given the
Il y en a genre
Farina
40,
Award by the
40
association.
par année en France.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared,
Ah, mais c'est pour ça qu'il y avait le
you'll just
trophée
have to
de
play the
Furina
event
en
when
or,
the
là.
new version
Ok.
becomes available.
So, we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival.
C'est vrai qu'on aurait
Each
pu avoir
one
une
will have a
tenue avec
different
Chiori,
theme.
ça dégoûte. Bon, bref. Passons, hein.
So cool. The first activity booth is the
Alors,
1000
qu'est-ce que c'est que
pace
ça? Les
interdiction
events. Encore Turina?
1-minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity, travelers will use the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol simulation device to practice
What the fuck?
targeting and shooting opponents.
Ok,
Yep.
pourquoi
The
pas.
Special Patrol wanted the
On doit
public to
tirer sur des
experience
brutaux.
how fun target practice can be.
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots, Tricky Lights. In this activity, travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a
Bon,
fight
ça, c'est un
scene.
event de combat.
Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the
En
special
classique, quoi.
lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth.
Il y a Yoimiya en
It feels
essai,
so
donc c'est toujours
atmospheric.
sympa.
Oh, for
Peut-être Navia
sure.
aussi.
But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract
C'est quoi?
employee at the third activity booth.
C'est comme la quête de
She needs
Xavier.
some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
C'est un duel ou...
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds.
C'est en équipe ou
Travelers
pas?
can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will
compris,
get
hein.
to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool, we get to make a movie. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
On doit faire un film.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to
Ouais, c'est
Inazuma to
original,
shoot
hein.
a film.
C'est
I
pas
guess
mal.
international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chiori's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial.
Je trouve ça bien.
Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just
Une
arrived
étoile,
in
la
the
fraude.
UF for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of
Style
the
Aito.
Arataki.
Ah, c'est encore le truc des scarabées.
And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train
Ils ont vraiment
his
revu
beetles for
ça.
battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
Right, for sure.
Bon, l'event principal est sympa, hein.
There
C'est
was
pas
also
mal.
a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado?
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last
On est
Beetle
grand master
battle
sur ce mode de jeu?
event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new
Respectez
battle
cette meuf.
master.
What? Who is it? Tell us.
Ok, Ito.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that
Ils
away.
mettent même pas d'image.
Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside
Merci.
from meeting this mysterious
Voilà.
new beetle
C'est
battle
des combats
master,
de...
travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement
Ah,
and
je pense que je vais arrêter de jouer à
mechanics
Smash
remain
Bros, hein.
unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use
C'est mieux
guard
ça.
to defend against electro bullet and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and
Ouais, c'est pas
you'll be
ouf,
ready to
ouf, hein,
tackle
ouais.
the ultimate trial of the strong.
C'est un jeu flash,
Trial of the
un jeu flash
Strong.
des années
Travelers can
2013
look
quoi.
forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontaine
Oh les fées. Ah oui c'est vrai, j'avais oublié.
That's right, Ullman
Il y a une
came
nouvelle
to
fée.
Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and treasure seeking
Bon c'est sympa, ça
Sealy
fait
along
un...
with him.
Ça fait un petit truc...
Yay! Our mini
d'offert, quoi.
Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's
Bon,
vitality
c'est les chasses au
by
trésor,
absorbing
voilà.
energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred
Alors vous
color.
pouvez en prendre qu'une seule malheureusement.
Ooh. Okay, so in the
Moi, je
event
prendrai la
preview, it
nouvelle
looked like some of the
en bon client.
treasures located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Ah les autres elles vont pas sous l'eau. Donc
Treasure
elle va
isn't the
spécialement sous
only
l'eau.
thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique sword
c'est quoi?
master who searches for the meaning of battle. During
Juste
the
des batailles,
Dance
hein.
of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges.
Ouais c'est
Each
ça.
challenge stage will
Bon
contain
c'est sympa,
two
hein. C'est une
rounds.
mage pas dégueu en
Travelers
event.
must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your
Oh, la
chosen
team de fou.
characters must be
Traveler
used in
Goro
both
Sucrose.
rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right.
Oh,
it's
jure.
Lieben. Yay!
Ah ça fait plaisir ça aussi. Liben le sang.
If Raven is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primo Gems again.
Non lui il donne Mastruc et il donne des petites infos. en plus.
Exciting! Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining
TCG,
the
bon, bah,
Genius
je sais pas si c'est bien.
Invocation TCG. After this update, travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed table
Et les nouveaux PNJ
customization
affrontés,
will
je crois.
also be available.
Ah, I'm so excited
Signora,
to
elle
see players
existait pas avant?
challenge the Melusines.
I know, so exciting.
Ah on peut
Travelers
battre des
can look
Mélusines.
forward to the addition of several new cards,
Un classique.
including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha will be
Ah, ok, mais
obtainable
des
from the
Bossabdo.
corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms
Ça y est, Signora est revenue,
will
ouais.
also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated
Tous ceux qui
battle
disaient qu'elle
mode.
était morte,
Be on the lookout
preuve
for
ici,
future announcements.
elle est en vie.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational
Ah, la
will
DA.
officially begin in January
était bœuf.
2024.
Ça se voit avec un
Travelers can
chat
look
aussi.
forward to some friendly competition
Super.
between 16 of the top TCG players all across Asia.
Ah, c'est un
I heard they're some of
invitationnel.
the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow
C'est
the
le Summit.
Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the
Le
latest
Summit
news
TCG.
about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Mhm.
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing
Ok,
more
on a fini
exciting
déjà?
information about
Eh
version
ben c'était un
4.3
pur
in
speedrun.
just a moment.
28 minutes.
Yay!
C'est un giga speedrun. Merci à eux pour ça. Franchement, je suis très content des events. Ils ont réussi à bien nous faire patienter. Il n'y a pas trop d'events frauduleux. Bon, les scarabées... Elle est stylée l'image aussi, là. Bah oui, y a rien à dire, ouais. Après, ils ont peut-être une petite surprise. Ils vont parler des améliorations, ouais. Ils vont en parler. Là, ils vont dire les petites updates, genre les trucs des expéditions, machin, tout ce qu'on sait déjà. Ils vont le redire. Par contre, j'espère qu'ils vont pas le dire comme la dernière fois. La dernière fois, ils ont dit ouais, une petite surprise en plus. Des infos que vous savez déjà. Trop fun. Normalement, c'est ça le code. Vous pouvez faire point d'exclamation code, vous avez tous les codes. Parler de l'anime. Après, ça parle de film, on sait pas. Peut-être c'est l'occasion.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our
Ah oui, la
promotion
théière, ouais,
is
c'est vrai.
definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive
Bon, bah, les
into the system
optimisations.
optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
Okay.
Donc on les connaît déjà, mais on
First, we
va,
have some
on va les revoir vite fait. Hein.
artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts.
Ils mettent pas d'image.
After the
Ah, si.
version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a
Donc ça, c'est
given
pas mal.
character to see
C'est
what
des
artifact
mini-guides.
sets active players have been
Vous
choosing
avez
for
déjà
that
des trucs
character
conseillés sur les
recently.
persos qui
Cool.
sont
In
accurate.
addition, an automatic locking function
Pour
has
l'instant,
been
en tout cas,
added.
je verrai.
Now, when
Putain.
filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic
Et
locking
ensuite, il y a des
function,
systèmes de
newly
tri
acquired
plus
artifacts
précis.
that
Vous
fit
pouvez
your
lock des
locking
artefacts
criteria
dès
will
qu'ils arrivent
automatically be locked
en
when added
disant
to
par
your
exemple
inventory.
si je
Oh,
veux un
that's
sablier
awesome.
PV
Travelers can
avec
have up
de
to
la
2
recharge,
preset
ça lock
auto-lock
automatiquement,
plans for
par
each
exemple.
artifact set.
Donc
Travelers
pourquoi
can
pas.
choose their own or follow the
À vous de
recommended
voir, après
settings
vous pouvez vous faire
summarized for
des
active player
préfixes
data. Since it may take
de
some time
lock.
to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings.
Ensuite, vous pouvez
immediately.
chercher des artefacts
Yes.
plus simplement
Of
aussi.
course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you
On
can
peut aussi
unlock them in batches
vite
as
les
well.
unlock, ça c'est cool.
Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update.
Tu peux unlock
That's
tout un
not
set d'un
all,
coup.
though. Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the
Voilà,
artifact
il y a des meilleurs
enhancement
systèmes de
screen will
tri.
allow
On peut
travelers
maintenant
to
plus
add a
4 d'un
greater
coup.
amount of enhancement
Pratique.
materials at once.
Ça fait plaisir.
An enhancement limit feature will also be available.
Vous pouvez aussi prendre
Hopefully,
l'ancienne
these
méthode.
optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the
Il y a des meilleures
lookout for
interfaces
future
aussi, voilà.
announcements to learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback.
C'est que des trucs bien.
So,
C'est
travelers
chouette tout
should
ça.
look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in
Il y aura
future
toujours les
version
x2, ouais.
updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has
Pareil,
made
là, tu
adjustments
peux,
to provide smoother
le
ascension
up d'un
and
coup,
enhancement
plutôt que se faire
experiences
chier.
for travelers.
Il était
When you
temps,
level
ouais.
up a character,
Vraiment, oui. Mais bon.
enhance an artifact,
On prend, on
or
prend.
enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click
Voilà,
so
pareil
many
pour les
pop-up
armes.
windows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Vous pouvez aussi
As a
raffiner
new
d'un coup
player
les
using
armes.
a few one
Que des
and
trucs
two-star
pratiques,
materials
quoi.
to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Voilà, on peut raffiner d'un coup.
Totally. This new
Oh, des petits trucs,
optimization significantly reduces the amount of
on y aurait
pop-up
pensé,
windows
quoi.
that we have to click through. So travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it
Ça fait
easier
plaisir
to
aussi.
repeat domain challenges.
Tous ceux qui spamment les donjons,
Previously, travelers who tried to
une fois que vous
continue
faites un
domain
donjon, vous pouvez
challenges
spawn
would be sent
dès
to
le
the
début au
entrance of
milieu.
the domain.
Voilà.
This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain
Continue,
challenge
tu
will load
re...
right
voilà,
next
t'es
to the area
encore au
where you
milieu, ainsi de
actually
suite.
start
On est
fighting,
content.
which is amazing. So happy farming,
Super.
everyone!
Ooh. This should make it way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely.
Non, on va pas farmer ton donjon.
In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier
Donc là, il n'y a
to
plus
clear your
besoin de
quest
faire une
backlog.
quête pour
Archon Quest Chapter
pour la quête
2,
d'Archon,
Act
ouais.
4, In the Depths, an Unexpected
Genre, vous pouvez
Reunion,
passer par autre part.
takes place in the underground mines of the chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding
C'est
area
abusé.
and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh.
C'est dommage. Hein.
Amazing.
Yeah.
D'accord.
This will hopefully make it
Bon, après,
easier
c'est
for
plus rapide,
travelers
mais-
to quickly progress through Archon
C'est
Quest.
abusé.
So cool. So that'll make it
Ça se met direct
significantly
ici.
easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon Quest and claim those sweet
Y a aucune
intertwined
découverte
fates
du
as
gouffre.
fast as possible.
Ok, ok.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Ouais, c'est pour faire la quête
Also,
d'Archon vite, quoi.
One-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow travelers
Là, vous
to
pouvez
claim
appuyer sur un bouton, ça vous
expedition
relance
rewards
les
and
expéditions d'un
repeat
coup.
expeditions with a
C'est
single click.
pratique, on est
Travelers will
content.
also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single
Là, les
click.
ingrédients,
Oh,
on peut tout
sweet.
prendre d'un coup.
That's gonna make it
On
easier
est
to
content.
collect rewards from
Là,
Catherine.
on peut faire
Definitely.
pareil, on peut les
There's also
prendre
a ton of
d'un
other
coup.
quality of life improvements in this
Super.
update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new
Pareil là-dedans.
Fontaine-style
Ah
realm
oui,
layout
ok.
will be added to the
Non, parce que là aussi, on peut prendre toutes
Simply
les...
purchase
Ah non,
the
pas encore.
corresponding items
On peut pas
from
encore
Tubby
reprendre
to
les
unlock it.
constructions d'un coup, mais voilà.
Ah, it looks
Il y a la
like an
fontaine,
aquarium.
la théière de fontaine,
Right.
qui est jolie. Voilà, c'est
Travelers
plaisir.
can use ocean currents
Ah,
to
on se déplace
travel
en
between
nageant?
the islands in this
D'accord.
layout. Some islands even have ponds the
Pourquoi pas.
travelers can use to keep fish.
It looks like a cool underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Par contre, c'est pas un peu Golemon du coup quand tu mets un
And they'll be
truc
even
avec des
prettier
poissons
once
dedans là?
travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm
Que tu mets un
so
bassin.
excited to see what everyone's gonna come up with.
Ça fait con, non?
My friend's teapots.
Ah. You just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know.
C'est super con.
Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of
Oh, c'est
super
joli.
exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online
quoi?
concert,
C'est un concert.
Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming
Le 22
soon.
décembre.
Yay! I heard this year's
concert en
concert
stream.
is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely
Ça fait
new
quelle heure ça
way.
en...
Let's take
C'est à
a
midi?
sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
À 13h? Midi, 13h? Un truc comme ça? Ça c'est quoi? Ah c'est juste un truc de concert? Un trailer de concert? Non ça c'est juste quelqu'un qui lance le jeu. Oh le décor de fou! Trop mignon! C'est ça Célestia, ouais. Ah Célestia ils se font plaisir, il y a que des gros concerts. Fanès, on croit c'est un mec pas cool. T'inquiète pas qu'il se régale. Il y a des anémoblabs dans les airs, il y a des otaries. On se met bien. Oh l'anime. OMG. OMG c'est l'anime. What the fuck? Bon, c'est tout, je
The
pense.
2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the
Ouais, c'est
release
tout.
of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album, Stellar Moments
Je reste en
Volume
copiable,
4.
mais c'est fini, je
The
crois.
album will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting
Ah, il y aura la
a
musique
ton
de
of
Furina en
love.
français là. hein.
Oh, that's awesome.
Waouh. C'est joli.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
Aww.
Au revoir.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chiori boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chiori Boutique after this.
Ça fait 100 fois le nom de Chiori
Oh my
aujourd'hui.
gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chiori Boutique.
Ah, ah peut-être la voix de Chiori quand même.
Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Non?
I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevres.
Totally. I feel exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action. And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes,
so cute.
so
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little movie.
Yes.
Well, I am just so glad that the three of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so much fun.
Too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program.
Mais dites pas qu'il y a un autre truc
Everyone's
alors.
looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you later.
Bye.
Pourquoi ils ont dit bon on y va? Ouais, il y a Zongli, voilà, Zongli a un skin. Ça pourrait être un beau skin en vrai. OMG Leak. Eh, je vous avais dit qu'il ferait un musée Genshin. Est-ce que je n'avais pas dit ça? Le foreshadowing de fou que je vous ai dit. Le call de fou. Je vous avais dit, ils vont faire un musée Genshin, c'est trop leur délire. C'est exactement ce qu'ils ont fait. Voilà. Bon, bah, c'était sympa, rapidos, quoi. Bon, je m'attendais à rien. Elles sont trop chiants à la fin. Elle dit, attendez, je dois quand même rajouter quelque chose. Bah, vas-y, tu rajoutes quoi? J'ai vraiment passé un bon moment. Au revoir. Super. Ouais, sinon, c'était sympa. Je trouve que les events sont cool. Donc, la match va passer en détente. Tant mieux. Et un peu déçu qu'on n'ait pas eu la voix de Chiori, mais je pense qu'on l'entendra pendant la quête, quoi. Pendant l'event. Et puis voilà.